What's up, guys? We're back with another video. Today's video we're doing what is not toys recantation of momoshiki part 6. And if you don't like blood, betrayal, and romance, you probably shouldn't watch this because it involves all of them things. But with that being said, this is gonna be when we introduce this Naruto sip. With all that being said, well, the intro or the new intro, you could say. I have a new intro. Now, we see Naruto, Sakura, and Kakashi going back to the Hidden Village. And now, Danzo would figure out about Momoshiki, Naruto's betrayal. So he would get actually pretty mad. And so, he would send one of the, Anbus to kill him. As Naruto would eventually meet up with the Rose again. And so once they meet, they would meet at the Iraku, like right in front of the Iraku ramen shop. And she would say, "I guess I can trust you enough." As she take her mask off, and yeah, this is her. And Naruto would actually kind of blush, and she would say, "Instead of calling me Rose, call me by my name." She would say, "Call me by my regular name, Tayama," as we're not in business anymore. So Naruto would say, okay, and they would go into Iraku ramen. And the old man, knowing Naruto pretty well, he would say, "You finally got a date, eh, boy?" Now Naruto would get blessed, and he would say, "Shut up, old man," as Tayama would start to laugh. So yeah, they have a pretty good date. And an Anbu throws a kunai at Naruto grabbing the kunai and throwing it back and killing that Anbu. And so like multiple other Anbu would come out and start to attack Naruto as he would activate his Byakugan and destroy all of them. And one would be able to grab Tayama and put a sword to her neck. By her neck, and say, "If you move once, we're killing her." Naruto would get very mad, and Danzo would walk out, and he would look at Naruto and be like, "It's time you die for your sins." As Naruto would look at him and say, "I should have guessed this was all of you." As Naruto would disappear and Naruto would disappear, and everyone wouldn't know where he was until they see the one holding Tayama, blood splatter as his blood is everywhere. Then they see another man's heart come out, and so yeah, and then another one's would start gushing out blood, and blood just keeps flying everywhere. Blood getting all over Danzo and all over Tayama. And Tayama would remember the time when the Mist Village murdered her family, and she got her mother's blood on her face. Then she would pass out, she would pass out. And Naruto would start killing all of them. Anbu eventually, all of them dying in the blood. Danzo would get ready to fight, as he know what Naruto finally is, and he would, when Naruto went to go take his heart out, he would block his hand and throw Naruto back, and Naruto would say, "So you caught on to my paddling," as Danzo wouldn't say anything, and Danzo would disappear, Naruto would disappear as well, and they would crash, making a big explosion, destroying half the mountain cliff they was on, as they was on the Namikaze. So yeah, Naruto and Danzo would be brawling as more Hidden Leaf Ninja would pull up, and Naruto would grab Tayama and they would run. Run. So yeah, Naruto would be at the end of the Hidden Leaf Village gate, as the ninja are looking for him and Tayama, but for some reason they can't sense either one of the chakra. So yeah, Naruto is finally out of the Hidden Leaf border, as he just entered the land of fire. So yeah, Naruto, it would be 3 days later, as Naruto would be in this cabin, and Tayama would finally wake up, and she would see Naruto outside training with his Byakugan. And she would go out there and ask what day was, and he would say, honestly, I don't know, as he hasn't stopped running, and ever since Danzo attacked them. So Naruto would say to himself, I should have known Danzo would catch on, as Naruto would be mad at himself, and Tayama would grab him by the hand and tell him it's over now. No one got killed except for them, so I think we're fine. As Naruto would say, yeah, I guess, as they go inside, and yeah, I know. If you don't know, no, they go aside, and how do I say it? Make love. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't try to figure out. Okay, if you don't know what it means, don't ask. If you know what it means, don't say anything in the comments. Don't do it. If you don't know, you don't know. If you know, you know. So yeah. Now, while they get done, Naruto will sense a high chakra, 2 people's chakra, in fact. As Naruto would realize one of the chakras being Kisame, Naruto would getting very mad, would burst through the door, attacking Kisame, only for Itachi to put him in a genjutsu, seeing Tayama get killed by the Hidden Leaf Ninja, and Naruto would start to get very angered, and Itachi would say that will happen unless you don't join us. Naruto would say, why would you want the Nine-Tailed Jinchuriki to join the Akatsuki unless you want to lose me to get all the other Jinchurikis, then kill me. As Itachi would say, no, I don't mean it like that. As Naruto would disappear and hit Kisame's stomach, only for it to turn into water. And Itachi would say that was Kisame, but I've tried to sneak away, but Kisame wouldn't let me leave by myself, so he made a clone. As Naruto would look at Itachi, grab him by the neck, and ask him where Kisame is, as he wants to go kill him once and for all. No, Itachi would say, I will tell you, but he would give Naruto a scroll, and Naruto would read the scroll very, very shocked, as he would see that Madara is planning on starting the Great Fourth Ninja War, and Sasuke has killed Orochimaru, and so yeah, and Naruto would be very shocked, and he'd be like, and then his softness would turn into a big bright smile and say, I guess it's all coming to plan. But Naruto would say, I thought I had a little bit more time. These were a little bit more, just a little bit more chakra. Itachi would say, no, as you need to get ready. Itachi would then turn into crows. Before he did that, Naruto would ask him where Kisame is, and he would tell him Kisame is at the Salt compound. You guys, what is his clan? Kisame Hokasaki? What is it? Kisame. His clan's secret hideout. You could say. What is his clan? Hold up. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. But yeah, so Naruto would put on a cloak and a mask, and Tiyame would ask him where he's going, and he would say that there's no way he can have true peace, that either one of them, that Naruto can have true peace unless he kills Kisame, as Kisame is one of the reasons Naruto went mad and wanted to destroy all four nations. So yeah, that's Naruto's secret plan, to destroy all four nations, to lose his chakra, to make that secret move. I'm telling you that from last part, he's gonna lose that secret technique to end the fourth great ninja war while everyone's fighting. He's gonna use that to put. I'm not gonna explain it, as that's not for now. That's for later. Okay, peace. Back to the what if. As Naruto would grab his chakra staff, and he would go there, busting through the roof, as Kisame would say, I've inspected you, as Kisame would pull out what's his called blade and block it, only for Naruto to disappear and try kick Kisame, only for Kisame to kick him back. See Naruto through a wall. Naruto getting up, running at Kisame, and they would get into a taijutsu brawl, as Naruto, Rinnegan would come up, as Naruto would lose on his hands and head, as he would lose Almighty Push, and then Universal Pull as a combo with his Byakugan, and Kisame would be very surprised, as he has two dojutsus, because he had no idea Naruto had the Rinnegan, and Naruto, being out of anger, just seeing Kisame, would go berserk mode, and so yeah, they would start to fight, and Kisame would start to lose all of his power, and he would lose Stark's water style, Stark bomb jutsu, and Naruto would lose his head to grab him, then make a settle clone, and Naruto would jump up, and Kisame would try to move, but Naruto would lose his chakra chains that send him flying through multiple walls into the sky, and then Naruto would jump up using a eternal Amaterasu, and you're probably wondering, Naruto or Momoshiki can't use Amaterasu. That's literally Sasuke's ability. I want to say he when Naruto and Itachi were fighting, and cause when they're fighting, yeah, Naruto had his Rinnegan in that fight. As Rinnegans can basically like the Sharingan, they can copy jutsu. Naruto would accidentally copy that technique on accident. So yeah, that's literally the only Amaterasu he can use, and it drains a lot of his chakra. But he would just lose some of his chakra from the tail, but he would have the tail beast chakra. So like it didn't matter. So yeah, Naruto would lose that, and it would miss, but Naruto would be able to win a horrid deck to Kisame's face, and Kisame would be very weakened due to this. And Naruto would jump down, sending his hand through Kisame's chest, only for Kisame to turn into water, as Kisame would start to walk towards him, and then Naruto would realize that he can't move, and that he was his legs was completely surrounded by water, and then he was completely surrounded by water. Kisame clone would be behind him and say water poison, and Naruto would be stuck. Kisame would be there only for that clone, only for Naruto to explode into tailed beast bombs, and Naruto would and Kisame would realize that he can't move either, as he would see Naruto's chains wrapped around him. So, come on. And so Naruto would ask him, what is he gonna do now? And Naruto would say, Kisame would say, you'll see. And Naruto would ask Kisame, who's the other person that was with you when you tried to take me in when you killed my mother? Now, Kisame would say, why do you want to know? And he would say, well, a friend of mine named Sakama went missing that night. A couple weeks later, they found his body in the Utakama clan in the Utakama clan compound. And he would say, the only other person who would ever do that is the other Akatsuki member with you. I want to find him and kill him as well. And, now, he would say, while this is happening, Jiraiya would be being killed by pain. And so, yeah, I just want to remind you that Kisame would say, well, the Akatsuki leader, obviously. Naruto would be very shocked, and he would say, what? And he would say, pain. He killed your friend. So Naruto would be very mad, and so yeah, Naruto would get very mad as he as Kisame would say, enough for questions, as he would use a salt bomb, behemoth salt bomb, sending Naruto flying, destroying half the building, only for Kisame to start coughing out blood, as Naruto would be on the floor coughing out blood as well, as Naruto would get up, finna lose his chakra staff, only to see Kisame barely able to move, walking up towards Naruto and say, I did it so you could beat the Akatsuki, but I was forced to join. I never really liked this place, as he would say, I knew I was gonna get killed for joining this pathetic pathetic organization, but he wanted to get killed by a true ninja, so he picked Naruto to be his killer, as Kisame would die. Naruto would start to laugh and say, finally, as he would as his life would turn into a deep anger face and say, pain, huh? As Naruto a couple days later, Tayama and Naruto is just doing that again. If you know, doing what they did, making rough. If you know, you know. Now, Naruto would walk out as they was done, and he would get in some air, and he would see a news person, and so he would get some mail, and he would figure out that Jiraiya died, and Naruto actually cares for Jiraiya, and he's one of the few people he actually loves. Naruto would get very mad as he would see he was killed by pain. Naruto would say, huh? By him? And he would say, I guess I really have to kill you, as he would summon Kamabuta, and he would tell him he wants to run Sage, as he wants to murder, he wants to destroy Pain, he wants to kill Pain more than he wanted to kill Kisame. But so yeah, that's where we're gonna end this off. And Sasuke just killed Itachi and got his MS. Sakura is training like crazy and sees that Naruto's power when the Great Ninja War happened when it first happened, that's what power she's at. Sasuke's at the power when it first ended, and Naruto's at the power when it ended as well. And Sakura's at Sakura's at the fight at Madara reanimation. That's what the power she's at. But yeah, and so everyone in the series gets a power boost, as I don't want Naruto to be too overpowered. I just want him to be as regular as everyone else. So I'm giving every single person, I'm giving Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi a power boost, and Gaara, all of them, all the main characters, important characters, I'm giving them all a power boost. But yeah, for the time skip, Naruto is gonna fight Pain. So yeah, but that's gonna be for the next what if. Peace out.